Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Basic English Grammar course with me, Agnesia Friska Rivalni. I am an English department lecturer of Jakarta International University, Indonesia. Let's continue with the next lesson. So this time we are going to talk about the passive for the modal verbs. The last time we have talked about the passive sentences in the past, in the present, and then in the future tenses. So let us see the definition and then how we use them in the sentences. Topik kali ini adalah tentang kalimat-kalimat pasif dengan menggunakan modal verbs. Ada beberapa modal verbs yang sudah kita pelajari sebelumnya di dalam kalimat-kalimat aktif, dan saat ini kita akan melihat bagaimana kita mengubah kalimat-kalimat itu menjadi kalimat-kalimat pasif. So, the passive with modals. Modal verbs in English can be used in passive forms. Selain dalam bentuk aktif, kita juga bisa menggunakan kalimat-kalimatnya di dalam bentuk pasif. As with other passive constructions, the emphasis changes to the object that receives the action. Sama seperti konsep kalimat-kalimat pasif yang sudah kita bahas sebelumnya, di dalam modal verbs ini, kita juga memfokuskan kepada objek yang menerima atau dikenai kegiatan. The first one, modals in the present passive. Bentuk present dengan menggunakan modal verbs di dalam bahasa Inggris. Alright. Sebelumnya kita review dulu kalimat aktif di dalam bahasa Inggris yang menggunakan modal verbs. I have one example here. You should tell Barbara the exciting news. Should tell is present with modal. Kalimat aktif dalam present tenses dengan menggunakan modal should. Ingat bahwa setelah modal verbs selalu diikuti kata kerja bentuk pertama. Sekarang kita melihat bagaimana kalimat ini akan diubah ke dalam kalimat pasif. So it becomes, Barbara should be told the exciting news. Barbara adalah subjek yang baru dalam kalimat pasif ini, yang sebelumnya adalah objek. Dalam kalimat aktifnya, artinya kalian harus memberitahu Barbara tentang kabar yang baik ini. Sedangkan di dalam kalimat pasifnya, Barbara harus diberitahu, sebaiknya diberitahu tentang kabar baik ini. So should be told here is the present passive with modal. Setelah kata should, it is followed by be, the word be, and then followed by the past participle verb. Setelah kata modalnya, kemudian diikuti kata be, dan juga diikuti kata kerja bentuk ketiga. Jadi di dalam pasif, itu semuanya menggunakan kata kerja bentuk ketiga juga. Modals in passive forms don't change. So the sentence starts with the modal, then the verb be plus the past participle. Ini yang harus diingat, ya, bahwa di dalam modal itu kata-kata modal yang ada itu tidak berubah, tetapi langsung nanti diikuti oleh kata be dan kata kerjanya yang kita ubah menjadi bentuk ketiga. Well, how to form? Barbara should be told the exciting news or the news. So we have subject and then plus the modal verb, plus be, and then plus past participle, and then plus the rest of the sentence. So subject is the thing that receives the action. Should is the modal. So other modal verbs can go here. We can use can, could, would, etc. And then be stays the same no matter what the subject is. And then the main verb is, of course, a past participle form. Well, I have some other examples for modals, the passive in modals. Number one, this is in the form of a question. Should the package be delivered to your house or your office? So, I ask you, ya, apakah sebaiknya paket ini dikirimkan ke rumahmu atau ke kantormu? Jadi kata mengirimkan itu diubah menjadi pasif dikirimkan. Ya, oke. Selanjutnya, number 2, the treasure chest can only be opened with a special key. Jadi kotak harta karun itu hanya bisa dibuka dengan menggunakan kunci khusus. Okay. Dan number 3, all new employees must be shown what to do if there is a fire. So, semua pegawai yang baru harus ditunjukkan bagaimana apa yang harus dilakukan jika terjadi kebakaran. Harus ditunjukkan atau harus diberitahu. Number 4, it is a difficult task, but it can be accomplished. Ini adalah tugas yang sulit, tetapi ini bisa diselesaikan. Jadi bisa diselesaikan. Oke, contoh selanjutnya, contoh nomor 5, number 5, the fridge might be fixed if the damage is minor. Jadi kulkasnya bisa diperbaiki jika kerusakannya hanyalah kerusakan minor atau kerusakan yang kecil. Jadi bisa, mungkin bisa, ya, mungkin saja bisa diperbaiki. Okay, number 6, she must be informed in the case of an emergency. Dia harus diberitahu dalam keadaan darurat, ya, jika dalam keadaan darurat. Di sini kita menggunakan kata must, jadi artinya harus, ya, diberitahu. Okay, number 7 or the last number. The cake may not be made by her on time. Jadi kuenya mungkin tidak bisa dibuat oleh dia tepat waktu atau diselesaikan pembuatannya tepat waktu. Oke, kita punya beberapa kata modal di sini, modal verbs. Ada should, can, must, might, and then may. Semuanya dalam bentuk yang setelah modalnya diikuti kata be dan juga diikuti kata kerja bentuk ketiganya. So we have 7 numbers with 7 different verbs. Should be delivered, can be opened, must be shown, can be accomplished, might be fixed, must be informed, and may not be made. Okay, so we have learned some examples for the passive in the modals, yeah, in the present tenses. Now let us have an exercise. Okay, we have 4 numbers here, 4 questions. So they are not in an orderly manner, yeah, they are not in the correct order. So please rewrite the sentences, put the words in the correct order. Yeah, so for the word that is started with a capital letter, yeah, that's the first word for each sentences, for each question. And then for the word that is ended by a period, please put them in the last order. Oke, ada 4 nomor di sini, semuanya kata-kata yang disediakan itu tidak berurut, acak. Silakan diurutkan dari yang pertama sampai yang terakhir. Jika ada kata yang ditemukan dimulai dengan huruf kapital, silakan ditempatkan di awal, dan juga jika diakhiri dengan titik, silakan ditempatkan di paling terakhir dalam urutan kalimat. I'll give you 1 minute to finish After that, we will discuss the answer together. Okay, have you done? All right, let us see the answers. Okay, so for number 1, the first word is protective, and then the last word is times. Yeah. For number 2, we can see the word with a capital letter is the word this. So this is the first word for this sentence, and then place with a period is the last word for number 2. And okay, and for number 3, this is the question. Yeah. Okay, the first word is can, the modal verb, and then the last word is weak. Yeah, with a question mark here. So this will be the last word. Number 4, the first word is all, and then the last word is obvious. Very good. All right, so these are the answers. Number 1, yes, protective glasses must be worn at all times. Artinya, kacamata pelindung harus digunakan sepanjang waktu. Ya, khususnya jika ini adalah sebuah peraturan di dalam laboratorium. Number 2, this box should be kept in a safe place. Yes, so kotak ini harus sebaiknya disimpan di tempat yang aman. Number 3, can the meeting be postponed until later in the week? Apakah pertemuannya bisa ditunda sampai di akhir minggu ini? Ya, jadi bisa ditunda. Itu kata kerjanya. Yes, and then the last number, yeah, all computers should be turned off before leaving the office. Jadi semua komputer harus sebaiknya dimatikan sebelum meninggalkan kantor. Baik, yang pertama must be worn, bisa dilihat setelah modal, diikuti be, dan juga diikuti kata kerja bentuk ketiga. Untuk nomor 2, number 2, should be kept. Setelah modalnya diikuti be dan diikuti kata kerja kept. Untuk nomor 3, ya ini modalnya can, and kemudian ada be dan postponed. Dan untuk nomor 4, modalnya should, diikuti be dan juga kata kerja turn off. Jadi inilah jawaban in a correct order for these 4 numbers. All right. Let us go to another exercise to help you understand the material about the passive with modals better. So there are 7 numbers. please match the beginning of the sentences to the correct endings. So the list in the left side is the beginning of the sentences, and then the list on the right side are the endings of the sentences. Jadi dari 7 kalimat ini ada 7 pasang, ya. Yang di sebelah kiri adalah awal kalimat, dan di sebelah kanan adalah akhir kalimat. Jadi kita mencari pasangannya untuk membuat satu kalimat yang utuh dan tepat. Okay, match the beginnings of the sentences to the correct endings. I'll give you 1 minute. Yes, 1 or 2 minutes to finish. After that, we will discuss the answer together. All right, have you done? Let me read the list on the left side first, and then after that, I will read the list on the right side, and we will see the answer together. Okay, bicycles should only be ridden. Number 2, the dentist told me that. Number 3, everyone should be warned that. Number 4, the dish could be improved. Number 5, the steak should be fried. And then number 6, so you failed your exam. Then the last number, Clara should be given more time. Okay, then the list on the right side. If we use better ingredients, a tiger has escaped from the zoo. You must be disappointed to finish her assignment. If you are wearing a helmet, one of my teeth must be removed, and for 1 minute on each side. So let us see the answer one by one. Bicycle should only be ridden. Yes, correct. If you are wearing a helmet. Number 2. Jadi, okay, the definition first. Untuk nomor 1 artinya sepeda sebaiknya ya dikendarai hanya jika kita menggunakan pengaman kepala ya atau helm. Okay, number 2, the dentist told me that. Yes, one of my teeth must be removed. Jadi dokter gigi mengatakan kepada saya bahwa satu dari gigi saya harus dicabut. Okay, number 3. Everyone should be warned that, yes, a tiger has escaped from the zoo. So, semua orang harus diperingati karena ya atau bahwa seekor harimau sudah terlepas dari kebun binatang. Wow, sangat berbahaya. Number 4. The dish could be improved. Yes, if we use better ingredients. Jadi makanannya bisa dibuat lebih baik lagi jika kita menggunakan bahan-bahan yang lebih baik. Number 5, the steak should be fried. Yeah, for 1 minute on each side. Jadi steak itu sebaiknya dimasak ya atau digoreng selama 1 menit untuk masing-masing sisinya. Number 6, so you failed your exam, you must be disappointed. Ya, jadi karena kamu gagal dalam ujianmu, kamu pasti kecewa, merasa kecewa ya. And then the last number, Clara should be given more time. Ya, to finish her assignment. Clara harus diberikan lebih banyak waktu untuk menyelesaikan tugas-tugasnya. Oke, jadi kata kerjanya, I have highlighted the modal verbs with the verbs. Should be written, should be warned, must be disappointed, could be improved, should be fried, must be removed, and should be given. So these are the answers. Good job, everyone. Let us move to modals in the past passive. After we talk about the present, now we are going to see and learn the modals in the past passive tenses. So modal in the past. The perfect passive is used to refer to events that happened before another event in the past. So actually, for modal in the past, we use the perfect tenses. Yeah, in this case, we use have and then plus the past participle. That's why it is also called the perfect passive. Yes. Jadi kata kalimat-kalimat di dalam modal verbs dengan menggunakan modal verbs di dalam past tenses itu dengan menggunakan perfect. Ya, karena kita menggunakan have yang diikuti kata kerja bentuk ketiga. Bentuknya seperti perfect di dalam active sentences. Okay, so modals in the perfect tenses can become passive by replacing have with have been. Oke, jika mengingat pelajaran tentang modal yang sudah kita pernah bahas dalam kalimat-kalimat aktif, untuk membuatnya menjadi lampau, kita tambahkan have yang diikuti kata kerja bentuk ketiga. Sedangkan untuk membuatnya menjadi pasif, ya, artinya pas yang kemudian dijadikan kalimat pasif, kita harus menambahkan been di antara have dan juga kata kerja bentuk ketiga. Jadi have been plus the past participle. One example here. Okay, the managers should have given Barbara the exciting news. Jadi di sini should have given adalah kalimat past, ya, kalimat past yang menggunakan modal di dalam modal. Ya, should have given. So this one is the past passive. Okay, modals in the past passive. So we add been. Daniel should have been given the exciting news. So you can see the difference. Should have given is perfect with modal, yeah. So this one is yes, the past in the active sentence. We can say that. And also this one is perfect passive with modal, like the past passive with modal. So we add been, should have been given. Artinya, the managers should have given Barbara the exciting news. Para managers sebaiknya memberitahu, ya, sudah memberitahu Barbara tentang kabar yang baik itu. Dan untuk arti yang kalimat pasif, Daniel sebaiknya sudah diberitahu tentang kabar yang baik itu. Oke, jadi yang satu sudah memberitahu, sebaiknya memberitahu. Yang kalimat pasif adalah sudah diberitahu. Sebaiknya diberitahu. Okay. Well, how to vote? We have the subject here, and then plus the modal verb, of course, plus have been, plus past participle, and then plus the rest of the sentence. Barbara should have been given more time. So the subject is the thing that received the action, and then should is the modal verbs, and then other modal verbs can go here. Should, must, could, might, may, and then have been. So have been stays the same with any subjects. Given is the main verb, which is in a past participle. Okay, this is how we form, this is the formulation for the past with modals. I'll give you some other examples. Ada beberapa contoh lain di sini, ada 6. Alright, there are 6 other sentences. Number 1, we should have been told that the concert was cancelled. The robber, artinya kami seharusnya diberitahu bahwa konsernya dibatalkan. Di dalam bahasa Indonesia ini tidak terlalu terlihat bahwa kalimatnya di dalam past tenses. Tetapi dalam bahasa Inggris ini sebuah clue dengan menambahkan have been, sebuah clue bahwa ini adalah kalimat dalam past tenses atau kejadian yang sudah berlangsung. Number 2, the robber would have been arrested if he hadn't been so quick. Jadi penjahat itu atau perampok itu akan sudah tertangkap, akan sudah ditangkap jika dia tidak berlari dengan sangat cepat. Karena dia berlari sangat cepat, akhirnya dia belum bisa ditangkap. Number 3, the leaking pipe might have been fixed now. Should we ask? Jadi untuk nomor 3 artinya pipa yang bocor itu mungkin sudah diperbaiki sekarang saat ini karena rusaknya misalnya beberapa waktu yang lalu. Jadi dia mengajak untuk bertanya should we ask? Apakah kita bisa bertanya? Apakah kita tanyakan? Number 4. Lots of people think that the fire could have been prevented. Banyak orang yang berpikir bahwa kebakaran itu seharusnya pada saat yang lampau itu bisa dicegah. Lagi-lagi ini adalah kalimat dalam past tenses yang sudah berlangsung. Number 5. Tom is usually a good student, but he did poorly on the last test. The instructions might have not been understood by him. Artinya Tom biasanya Tom terkenal sebagai siswa yang baik, siswa yang cerdas. Tetapi dia tidak berhasil di tes yang terakhir. So, mungkin saja dia tidak memahami instruksinya dengan baik. Instruksinya tidak dipahami oleh Tom. Number 6, the report could have been finished if I had stayed longer at the office. Jadi laporannya mungkin bisa saja diselesaikan jika saya pada saat itu tinggal lebih lama di kantor atau lebih lama memberikan waktu, menyempatkan waktu untuk mengerjakan tugas ini, laporan ini. Alright. So these are the further examples, some other examples regarding the models in the past. We have should have been told, would have been arrested, might have been fixed, could have been prevented, might have not been understood, and then could have been finished. So you can see after each modal verbs, it is followed by have been, the word have been, stays the same, and then followed by the past participle verbs. Jadi di sini setelah modal verbnya selalu diikuti have been, kata have been, dan setelah itu diikuti oleh kata kerja bentuk ketiga dari ya kata kerja dasarnya. Demikian untuk contoh-contoh dan penjelasan dari modals with past. So that's all the explanation about the modals in the past that use the perfect formulation. So let us have an exercise. All right. So mark the sentences that are correct. There are 4 questions, 4 numbers here, and you need to choose which one is correct. Yeah. So there are 2 sentences for each number. I'll give you 1 minute to finish all the 4 sentences. Okay, have you done? Well, let us see the answer together for number 1. Which one is correct? They should have been told that the class was cancelled, or they should have told that the class was cancelled. The first one, they should have been told, and then the second one, they should have told. You can see there is a clue of past tense here. So the answer is, ya, because was cancelled. Ada clue was cancelled, artinya sudah terjadi lampau. Berarti bukan have told, tetapi have been told. So the answer is the first sentence. They should have been told that the class was cancelled. Very good. Number 2. All the floors must have been mopped at the end of the day. Or all the floors must be mopped at the end of the day. Which one is correct? Must have been mopped or must be mopped at the end of the day. So this one can be the present sentence, ya. So ada clue, ini adalah present sentence. So the answer is yes, the second one. All the floors must be mopped at the end of the day. Right, number 3. Which one is correct? The first one, the mountain can be climbed with the help of ropes, or the mountain can be climbed with the help of ropes. Can be climbed or can been climbed. This one is very obvious, so the answer is can be. Ya, there is no can been. Ya, tidak ada can been, yang ada yes could have been. Ya, dan di sini untuk kalimat kedua jelas-jelas, sangat jelas bahwa kalimatnya salah. Okay, number 4. Which one is correct? The building should have been demolished years ago, or the building should have been demolished years ago. Years ago is the clue, ya. So the sentence is in the past with modal. So the answer is yes, the second one. The building should have been demolished years ago. Well, very good, everyone. Yes, now, yes, let us see The verbs first should have been told, must be moved, can be climbed, should have been demolished. So number 1 and then number 4 is in the past, and then number 2 and number 3 is in the present. Okay. Well, now let us see another exercise. So there are 5 sentences here. Please rewrite the sentences using models in the perfect passive or in the past form. Adjust the adverb of time. So you can also adjust the adverb of time here because these sentences are written in the present tenses dalam kalimat-kalimat yang sekarang. Okay. Okay, all the sentences are in the passive, but they are in the present. You need to change it into the perfect passive. Okay, number 1, our forests must be protected from destruction. Number 2, this box should be kept in a safe place. Number 3, all the floors must be swept at the end of the day. Number 4, the mountain can be climbed with the help of ropes. And then number 5, it is a difficult task, but it could be accomplished. So prepare your notes and your pen. I'll give you 1 and 2 minutes to finish. After that, we will discuss the answers together. All right, so now let us discuss the answer. For number 1, our forest must be protected from destruction. Jadi hutan kita harus dilindungi dari pengrusakan. Menjadi, ya artinya sama, harus dilindungi, tetapi ini di dalam past tense. So the answer for number 1 is our forest must have been protected from destruction. Okay, number 2. This box should be kept in a safe place. It becomes, should have been kept. Okay, this box should have been kept in a safe place. All right, number 3, all the floors must be swept at the end of the day. It becomes, all the floors must have been swept this morning. And then number 4, the mountain can be climbed with the help of ropes. The mountain could have been climbed with the help of ropes. Jadi gunungnya bisa didaki, ya, bisa dinaiki dengan bantuan tali yang besar itu ya. Kemudian number 5, it is a difficult task, but it could be accomplished. The sentence becomes, yes, it was a difficult task. Yeah, so we changed is into was, ya, but it could have been accomplished. Ini juga kita mengubah could be accomplished menjadi could have been accomplished. Itu adalah sebuah tugas yang sulit, tetapi itu bisa diselesaikan. Oke, nah kita melihat tadi juga ada yang for number 3, at the end of the day, we can adjust the adverb of time into this morning or like yesterday. Yeah, it's okay because you need the adverb of time for the past tenses. Kata keterangan yang untuk kata kerja lampau, kalimat-kalimat lampau itu harus menggunakan kata keterangan waktu yang lampau juga. Demikian, semoga bisa lebih dipahami. Kita punya must have been protected, should have been kept, must have been swept, could have been climbed, could have been accomplished. Yes, so that's the answer for the last exercise. And we have come to the end of our session for this lesson. Thank you for learning together. Thank you for your participation. And I'll see you in the next lesson. Thank you.